The moment you walk into a room, something happens that you are completely unaware of. Every single person in that space, without thinking, without trying, without even meaning to begins to rank you. They are not judging your resume. They are not reading your bio. They have not exchanged a single word with you yet. But in less than 7 seconds, their brain has already decided where you belong in the social order. And the terrifying part? You are doing the exact same thing to them. This is not a theory. This is not a self-help concept. This is a deeply wired biological process that has been running in the human brain for over 2 million years. And today, we are going to pull back the curtain on exactly how it works. The invisible signals you are sending, the unconscious cues others are reading, and most importantly, how you can take control of the rank you are assigned before you ever open your mouth. Stay with me, because what I am about to show you will permanently change the way you see every social interaction you have ever had. Let's start with the science. The human brain processes social threat and social status through the same neural pathway, the amygdala. This is the ancient reptilian part of your brain that was designed for one job: survival. And in the prehistoric world, your rank in the group determined whether you ate, whether you were protected, and whether you survived. Low rank meant danger. High rank meant safety. So your brain evolved to become an obsessive, lightning-fast status detection machine. And it does this job using something researchers call thin slicing tau, the ability to make accurate social judgments from extremely thin slices of behavior. Studies from Princeton University found that people form reliable impressions of dominance, trustworthiness, and competence in as little as 100 milliseconds. Not 7 seconds. 100 milliseconds. That is faster than a blink. So what exactly is your brain reading in that fraction of a second? The first signal how, and this is the one most people completely underestimate, is spatial ownership. The moment you enter a space, your body either expands into it or contracts away from it. High status individuals naturally take up more space. Not aggressively, not loudly, but their shoulders are back, their movements are slow and deliberate, and they do not apologize for occupying the room. Low status signals are the opposite. Rounded shoulders, a slightly forward head tilt, arms pulled close to the body, steps that are quick and small, as if the person is trying to shrink out of existence. And here is what is fascinating about this. Research published in the journal Psychological Science found that adopting expansive postures does not just change how others perceive you, it chemically changes you. It increases testosterone and decreases cortisol, the stress hormone, within minutes. Your body language is not just a reflection of how you feel. It is actively shaping your biology in real time. The second signal your brain reads instantly is movement tempo. Watch any room of people and you will notice it immediately once you know what to look for. Low-status individuals move fast. Fast gestures, fast talking, fast blinking, fast nodding. Why? Because they are anxious. They are trying to keep up, to please, to not be left behind. High-status individuals move slowly. Deliberately, they pause before they speak. They let silence exist without rushing to fill it. They turn their heads slowly when someone calls their name, as if the world can wait for them, because in their nervous system, it can. This tempo difference is so powerful that researchers have been able to predict social dominance rankings in groups with over 80% accuracy just by measuring movement speed alone. The third invisible signal is one that almost nobody talks about: gaze behavior. Most people think confident eye contact means staring intensely without blinking, like some kind of psychological standoff. That is not what the research shows. High-status gaze behavior is actually about when you look away, a submissive signal that dates back to primate hierarchies. Low-status individuals break eye contact first, and they break it downward. High-status individuals hold eye contact slightly longer, and when they do break it to the side or upward. Signals the brain reads as thoughtful rather than threatened. There is also something called the gaze hold pattern. When a high-status person is speaking, they make consistent eye contact. But when they are listening, they look away more, because they are not anxiously monitoring the other person's reaction. They are simply processing. Interestingly, it is low-status individuals who stare more intensely while listening, because they are watching for signs of disapproval. Now here is where it gets deeply psychological. The fourth signal is vocal tonality at sentence endings. This is something that will change how you listen to every conversation for the rest of your life. In English and in most languages, there is a pattern called uptalk, where the voice rises at the end of a statement, turning it into a question. I think the meeting is at 3. We should probably go this way. People who uptalk are unconsciously seeking approval. They are asking permission to have an opinion, and the brain of every listener registers this as low-status POV, even if nobody is consciously aware of it. High-status vocal patterns end statements with a slight downward inflection. It is not aggressive, it is not loud, it is simply grounded. It tells the nervous system of every listener, this person is certain. This person does not need your validation to believe what they are saying. The fifth signal has, and this one is perhaps the most subtle,
and the most powerful pawn, is what psychologists call the first move advantage in microexpressions. Before any word is spoken,
the face is already communicating, and the brain scans faces for one thing above everything else: threat or safety. Faces that communicate warmth first, a genuine, slight smile, relaxed jaw, open brow are immediately coded as safe and socially high value. Not because smiling makes you look weak, but because in primate social hierarchies, only individuals who feel secure enough to signal openness actually do so. Tension and guardedness are the signals of someone who is worried about their rank. Openness is the signal of someone who already knows theirs. This is why the most powerful people in any room are often the warmest. It is not a contradiction. It is a display of security. Now I want you to think about the last time you walked into a room full of strangers. A job interview, a party, a new workplace, a first date. Your brain was flooding your body with cortisol. You were hyper-aware, and without realizing it, every anxiety signal your nervous system produced, the faster movements, the contracted posture, the upward vocal inflections, the first-to-break eye contact bulb was being broadcast to every brain in that room, being decoded in milliseconds, and being used to assign you a rank. Not because those people were cruel, but because their brains, just like yours, were running a 2-million-year-old survival program that they had no conscious control over. But here is the most important thing I want you to take from this video. You are not at the mercy of this system. You never were, because the brain cow, yours and everyone else's cow, does not distinguish between real confidence and performed confidence when it reads these signals. It reads the signals themselves, which means the moment you begin to consciously control your spatial ownership, your movement tempo, your gaze behavior, your vocal tonality, and your microexpression baseline, you begin to reprogram the rank you are assigned, not through manipulation, not through performance, but through deliberate, repeated practice that eventually rewires the signals your nervous system produces automatically. Researchers at Columbia Business School found that individuals trained in high-status body language cues were rated significantly higher in leadership potential, competence,
and trustworthy by total strangers within the first 10 seconds of interaction. Not because they changed who they were,
but because they changed what their body was unconsciously communicating. The invisible hierarchy is real. It is running in every room you walk into. And now that you can see it, Hod, now that you understand the exact signals being sent and received, Hod, you are no longer an unconscious participant in it. You are the one who gets to decide where you stand. If this video opened your eyes to something you have never been taught, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into the hidden psychology of human behavior, subscribe, because we are just getting started.